Troubleshooting your air hydraulic jacking beam. It is always a good idea to start your troubleshooting by checking that the release handle is working properly and that the release spring, dead man's control, is adjusted correctly. If the cylinder is jumping, or if max lifting height cannot be reached, it is probably due to air in the cylinder or oil shortage. Check the oil level. Correct level is to the lower edge of the hole. If needed, you bleed the cylinders simply by running them fully down a few times. A slow jack can be caused by a number of things. Start by making sure that no air hoses are pinched or broken. Also, make sure you have the correct pressure, 8.5 to 12 bar, 125 to 175 psi. A clogged air filter in the air connection on the rear will also make the jack slow. Check if the filter needs to be cleaned or replaced. If the jack is still running slowly, the air motor might be defective and needs to be replaced. If the jacking beam cannot be lowered correctly, verify that both release and lock valves are open. If this is the case, the sluggishness is probably due to a pinched or broken air hose, a damaged or bent piston rod. Or it can be caused by a defective vacuum pump injector, which then has to be replaced. If oil is leaking from the operation panel, the cylinder seals might be damaged or the oil level is too high. If the cylinder is leaking, you need to inspect the piston rod and cylinder seals for damage. If the load is dropping and you have already checked that the release valve is closed and that the release spring, dead man's control, is properly adjusted, the cylinder seals or the cylinder lock valve may be defective. We recommend you change the complete pump if the load keeps dropping. The best way to check that the jacking beam does not lose pressure is to connect a manometer, maximum pressure is up to 320 bar, to a cylinder inlet. Then run the piston rod fully up until the hydraulic safety valve is activated and check that the pressure is steady. If the pressure drops, at first try tightening the release valve a bit. If that helps, but not sufficiently, then you probably need a new pump. Also, verify that the top of the cylinders looks dry. A cylinder leaking at the top indicates a damaged seal in the cylinder flange